Hey guys, it's me, Nightmare, and it's time to run these internet hands for these internet bans in honor of the announcement of my baby daddy, Min fucking Yoongi, going to the military. I must finally drop the D-Day album review. Also, look forward to the newest addition to my Dear series. It's a series where I express all my appreciation to each member of BTS as they go off to military service. I've already uploaded one, so if you're interested, link in the description. Now, on to more pressing matters.
Future's gonna be okay, okay, look at the mirror and I see no.
Now, D-Day doesn't have the disorientating introduction that the previous intro Moonlight had, but it doesn't mean that D-Day isn't any good. For the first song to be so grandiose in its introduction really sets the tone for the album to have similar themes to it. I will say the electric guitar in the background really does add some oomph into the boom bap-esque beat. Without it, I don't think I would have given it the song the 8 out of 10 for me. Which, for some weird reason, it really does remind me of ENHYPEN's Blessed or Cursed intro, that heavy rock guitar in the beginning, before they start singing or whatnot. Of course, them two being both rock-esque hip-hop songs, I would make that connection. But this being a Yoongi track, we had nice callback to Dionysus and Nevermind. It's something that I kind of look forward to when it comes to his solo projects. My only problem with the album as a whole, this is just only like real one example of many. The hooks. If we are going to have English hooks or English words in these hooks, I need a translator. I need someone with the understanding of the vernacular of the English language. And it's not me being disingenuous or insensitive about his situation, but I will say that HYBE has English writers that do the work of writing the English lyrics, so therefore somebody should have at least proofread the hooks for this song. That's just a personal thing. If it weren't for the hooks having more finesse, the album would have been stellar. Like, the album's already great, but if we just had better hooks, bitches couldn't say nothing. I wish that, maybe Namjoon have would walked in on him and tapped him on the shoulder a couple of times, but hey, I digress. This song is still good. It's just, this is more of a clearing of my name for how quote unquote biased I am to Min Yoongi and his music. Higum is like the chill version of Daechwita. I see the vision that he was going for, and I do think the music video for Higum is better, but the song doesn't reach the heights that Daechwita does. I know it must be hard to top the masterpiece that is Daechwita as just a regular person off the street, but to be the very same person trying to up themselves, it must be absolutely challenging. For me, it didn't really live up for my expectations. If we're gonna stab people in the eye with fucking chopsticks, the song needs to be hitting like we are stabbing people in the eye. Like, we need to be on eye stabbing timing. But the rating for me is more of a 8 out of 10. I feel like the song is too low-key for me, and that's kind of a detriment for the song of why it got rated the way it did. The production really wasn't hitting enough for me. Usually when Yoongi does his title track songs, they usually have this grandiose, out of absolute, it feels like you're finna march into war. And with this song, I didn't feel like I was marching into war. Let me paint the picture. When it came to Deshwita, we got the oriental bells or drums or like these brass instruments getting banged on, and we got the knowledge of Deshwita being the arrival of a king, and the whole entire like song felt like we are seeing somebody like basically watching the throne, if you will. When it came to Auguste Auguste, we literally got like the drumline drums tapping and rattling away, and then all of a sudden we get blessed with a sample from James Brown's It's a Man's World, and through that whole entire encounter with him in August, it feels like we are once again watching the throne. But when it comes to Higgum, it doesn't feel like I'm watching the throne, if you will. Like it doesn't. It kind of gives sinister. It kind of feels like you are the underdog, but when we already know that Yoongi is the top dog, like it's kind of subverts itself in a way that I don't think is necessary. But if you do want to see my initial reaction and more detailed reaction, if you will, link is in the description down below for the Higgum review. And here is where we meet at the crossroads. Hum is a goated song. No one can take that away from him, but that fucking hook. It's such a good song where Yoongi and J-Hope rap their asses off. Like, J-Hope really rapped his best verse ever, then dipped into the military just to leave us with that. What a bitch. J-Hope really fucked up that song. I honestly think that J-Hope damn near outshined Yoongi on that song. And that's not saying me saying dissing Yoongi for like, because he did his big one on a song as well. But I think J-Hope just took, like, he rode the beat like I wanted to be rode. But we cannot forget that hook exists. Like, I know y'all got money. We could have spared a translator or Namjoon. Honestly, I am a homie hopper till the day I die. I dick ride both parties simultaneously. But this has to be called out. Sadly to say. Due to J-Hope rapping his best verse known to man on this song, and Yoongi absolutely, doing his big one on his verse as well, it's a 9 out of 10. But I must acknowledge the hook, which make it an 8.5 out of 10 if you want a more realistic rating system. Because, once again, I will say, due to the music video, I cannot listen to this song without crying. Being someone who has a mental illness and knowing that your favorite artist went through a similar stage in life as you did is not only humbling but devastating. You never want to hear your artist having to go through the shit you've gone through, but hey. I am very appreciative that he was able to show his truth in the form of a music video and release all his old trauma in this visual masterpiece slash artwork. Learning about this by his past really does humanize him for me, but acts as a beacon for saying that you really never know what people are going through, because you really don't. The song's a 10 out of 10. I've listened to this originally for the first time with my friend in the car while it was like pouring down rain. That car karaoke session really did more for me than most of my counseling sessions. Like, I was crying, like, well, your girl was out of it. I can't rate it anything else if you want to see a more distinguished timeline of all the Augustine music videos and Amygdala's place within those music videos, link is in the description down below.
Yeah, somebody does not.
He was thinking about me. SDL was dedicated to me and me only. SDL is my top 5, and it ain't even 5. It was giving my man. Let me be delusional. He was talking about me. When I was at the concert, he pointed in my general direction, and I could have sworn we were married at that point in time. I had all his children. I saw a mortgage. I was his housewife. Then I woke up. Delusion aside, the song is an absolute vibe. Yuki once again goes through his questioning of love and its meaning, which leads me to another thing. Who hurt you, Min Yoongi? You have been questioning love in songs since I don't know when. Like, homie, come on. Whoever hurt you needs their ass to be kicked to the next dimension. My man, wouldn't be having these problems if he came home at night. But home is where the heart is, and obviously he doesn't want to come back home to me. But I digress. I think you know what my biased ass rating is. To no one's surprise, it's a 10 out of 10. Stay delusional.
So time is now Friday go.
People Part 2 is like the jazzier cousin of People. The addition of IU really is masterful, and thinking to add IU's vocals to any song really does the song the best of the goods, I guess you could say. The fact that Yoongi put his own vocals into the song really made me feel all jittery because homie isn't confident in his vocals as he should be, because he does have a decent voice. I wouldn't say vocal line worthy, but he's there. I think this song could work as a great introductory for newer audiences to get to know him as a musician. The last part in the second verse is literally on my laptop wallpaper. Those are literally the words that I try to aspire to and live by daily. The only drawback I can really find with this one is, again, the hooks. I think IU's vocals usually can do no wrong, but the hook can. And she needs to have something better to work with. So if we could have revised it a little better. But other than that, it's 9 out of 10. Once again, if you want to see the initial reaction of Yoongi and IU's People Part 2, link is in the description.
It is so dirty. Not the one get the tanga. It is so dirty.
Polar Night is a song that I get heavy nostalgia for. If you listen to his older works, this song would literally fit right into that realm of grungy, rugged rap. With this song, Yoongi goes over the wrongs of the world that he sees in his day-to-day life. Kind of like if Strange, the collaboration he did with Namjoon, was less rugged and more docile, if you will. It feels like he's literally taking all his transgressions to this vast emptiness of space. And as he goes into the hook, he almost shouts, "It's all dirty." And it gets more aggressive as the song progresses, while we have the undertone questioning of himself and us, asking if we are clean in this dirty society. Have we enabled this dirt, this filth, these negative things that keep on happening? Or are we just ignorant to our ways? Almost brings the question up, are we the pot calling the kettle black? Who knows? But I do know this song is a 10 out of 10. Automatically on the playlist. Nothing much more needs to be said. Dear my friend, meet your fucking maker. Because Snooze has taken your spot in the song that makes me cry just by instrumental alone. The fact that Wu's song is on this song is godsend. I love The Rose so much. I love their music. Absolutely talented group. Check them out. Seeing the collab, I knew the song was about to be goated. But little did I know that I was going to have to show my counselor the song that broke me. He wrote in song form the affirmations to anyone following their dreams in the music industry or just in general. Get you a man who's dedicated to the cause. And then Sakamoto's instrumental, his piano, the piano in the background, that's what he did. Didn't go to waste. Beat fire. It 10 out of 10. Support indie artists or anyone who's chasing their dreams. Period. Tearjerker. Masterpiece. Genius. Bad bitch. King, you drop something. Hold it for me. Period. Life goes on. Life goes on really fucks me up. Cause what do you mean? Life goes on when you leave. My life stops, sir. But I do understand the message. As I said this before in my Dear series, and I'm going to say this publicly to anyone who's willing to listen, I'm still waiting for you in 2025, 6, 7, and 8. Whenever you guys decide to come back, and whenever the time rolls around, I'm going to be here so that way I can witness you come back and curb stomp the whole entire industry as you've been doing before. Because as an army, I am indeed a for-lifer. Where else you're going to get a group that loves you as much as you like the group? We are a ride or die fandom for a reason. We cause hell for a reason. Hell, he's more delusional than I am when it came to STM. If he thought that we were going anywhere. The song is a 10 out of 10, but due to his delusionality and him speaking this rhetoric out here and his insecurities out here, it's an 8 out of 10. Because I will never allow you to be out here spewing these lies. We are all going to be right back to where we were before. If we take a break from the group, we're still going to be right back with y'all as soon as Big Hit announces that you have been reunited. And until then, we wait. Not much left to be said. The album was goated as per usual. Yumi shenanigans goes by. I do wish that we could have had better translations and improvements on the hooks, but that's the only real thing I could really be a nitpick about. Other than that, the album was great, magnificent, as I expect from Min Yoongi himself. Okay, I know I've been gone for a little bit, but life has been kicking my ass with a broomstick and a fly swatter. So I'm so sorry that I haven't been uploading. I know I should have said something, but literally I didn't have any Wi-Fi or internet for a while. And then when I did, I had so much stuff to catch up on, along with school and stuff like that. It was a lot taken out of me. I deeply apologize for it. But I understand, and I'm so appreciative to the people who thugged it out with me. Just know that you staying does not go into vain. Thank you so much. But most importantly, like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. Ring that bell to be notified whenever I upload. And I'll be seeing you guys in your nightmares and in the next video. Bye!